Alright, welcome back everybody. It has been too long, and it is finally here though. Victory at Sea has arrived. We got all of our pre-order bundles and stuff in, so been working on those videos, and here is going to be the unboxing video for the two-player starter battle Battle for the Pacific. So, cool thing Warlord's doing also is partnering with World of Warships. And basically there's some like bonus codes and stuff in here, so if you don't play this game yet, definitely give it a look. Really fun stuff, but it gives you some I think like an extra premium ship or something just for signing up, so really fun game worth checking out there. So we will be right back after we get this open, and again this box focuses mainly on, as you can tell from the title, basically the Pacific Theater, so there's going to be US and Japanese stuff here, so we'll be right back after we get this open for you. Alright guys, we are back. We got everything opened up for you. So what do you get? You get a little Working with Warlord resin sheet, a World of Warships invite code, which will basically get you, I think it's either some sort of free account time or like premium account time and like a free premium ship and something like that too, but definitely worth checking out if you pick up one of these sets. So definitely some extra incentive there, and a very cool game as well. So what do we get? We get some dice on the Japanese side. We have our ships here, and basically and actually, now that we have this open, I need to double check something. I think we might have a bit of a mistake in the box. So just one second here. Yeah, so we're supposed to get 3, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, 3 Fubuki class destroyers and 6 Fletchers. My box, actually, if we zoom through here, I do believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Fletcher class destroyers. So I have a whole bunch of American destroyers and am missing the Japanese ones. So this will be a little bit of an interesting unboxing. We'll have to see if the cards match up too. So apologies for that, guys. I just noticed that. So we do get a Furutaka, which is really cool, different from what we get in the demo set. So a lot of the ships here, if you did pick up a demo set somehow, are going to be very familiar for you, like the Mogamis, the Northampton classes, and so on. There's just a few different types in here, and a lot of the similar content. But anyway, so Furutaka is basically like a light cruiser, but and all Japanese cruisers are going to be very fast, so lots of good details here. So this is the actual Furutaka, and of course the Furutaka class. So very nice ship there. We get a Mogami and a Kumano, which I do believe are the ones from the demo set, at least on the Mogami for sure. So again, heavy cruiser, but still very fast, and packs all kinds of great firepower. You got like 5 turrets basically and 4 torpedo launchers, among other stuff. So these are always going to be tough to deal with. The Kumano itself, so later war basically ship, at least this version of it, and again also Mogami class, and again you get little mini sprues here for basically all the guns and stuff that go with it. Before we go to the American, so we get our typical sheet here, basically has your templates, all the tokens and stuff, two sets of the damage sliders here. So again, we're probably going to stick with just using extra D10s to represent that. On the US side, we do get 2 heavy cruisers basically, and that's the Chicago and the Northampton, again also found in the demo set, so really good ones there. So we'll just show the Chicago here because they're basically identical, but yeah. And all these basically have a little bit of cleanup work to do with it being resin, so some little flash here and there. This is fairly soft in some parts though, so when you're cutting to trim stuff on the ship itself, do make sure you have a very sharp knife. You want to basically slice right through the flash or whatever. You don't want to like accidentally cut into parts of the ship you don't want to cut into. This is the Indianapolis, also considered actually heavy, I believe. We'll find out on the card, but very famous ship, and with us being from Indiana here, so this is actually a really cool one to have, especially from the starter set, and of course a very famous or infamous story surrounding the sinking of that, so definitely worth checking that out. Plenty of good documentaries on YouTube, for example, and this one has Portland class, so really neat there. And again, I do believe like 3 main turret configuration there. And then our Fletchers, which again were supposed to be 6 Fletchers and 3 Fubukis. We got 9 Fletchers. So this will be really brief because we can't show you any Fubukis from here. That being said, if you do want to see the Fubukis, check out our unboxing when we did the demo set. That certainly had them in there. So, but Fletchers, again, you can see the size difference between destroyers and heavy cruisers. So, no battleships in here, but in here, even against the Japanese heavy cruisers. So, again, certainly tiny. And not much in the way of assembly here, just some trimming, but basically just like conning tower work that you got to get in here. So, we have all that there, and that won't take much effort at all. So, well, we certainly did get a lot of Fletchers, so I don't think we'll ever have to buy more Fletcher class destroyers. I think that should probably hold us for most games. The other thing from the box, we're not going to get them out right now, but whereas the demo set had like one of these basically water playmat type deals in here, these are still, again, like essentially paper, but a little bit nicer, heavier cardstock. But there's actually 2 of these big boys in here, so that should cover pretty much most of a full table for you. And then, of course, we get a giant stack of cards. And so we get a Portland Cruiser, which again I do believe was the Indianapolis, yes. So just actually a regular cruiser, not heavy or light really, 26 hull, 3 triple 8-inch turrets. So nothing extra in the way of AP there. Some light gun batteries, and then some local AA. And on the back side here, so just the Portland and the Indy. Lots of refits for the Indy here up to, of course, a certain point. And then for the Portland as well. So generally, a lot of the American upgrades are basically adding more and more anti-air firepower. Furutaka is interesting too, so we haven't seen this one yet. So again, very fast, speed 7. Basically, the Jap cruisers are the same speed as the destroyers that we've seen so far, so really nice stuff there. 3 sets of double 8-inch turrets, so some decent hitting power there. What else? We got a light gun set, AA, and then torps, of course. Pretty much most, if not all, Japanese cruisers are going to have some sort of torpedo attacks too, so really deadliness there. Only 23 hull as well. And let's see, some upgrade paths here. So just the 2 ships in the class. And yeah, so basically, apparently, yeah, both of these were sunk before really refits could actually happen. So, so no refits. Mogami, we've covered these already in detail when we did the demo set unboxing, but we'll just kind of show them here. So again, yeah, you get 5 sets of 8-inch turrets, light guns, AA, and then 2 sets of torp launchers on each side. Really, these are going to be so nasty, and that the fact they're speed 7 still with solid armor for a cruiser is pretty nasty. And then there are some refits here for the Kumano and the Mogami, so both of which we get in the set here, so we won't have to like buy those again. Northampton's, again, was the heavy out of the American set. Notice that it's like less than half the points of the Japanese equivalent, so like you're going to have to make it up with your extra destroyers that you have. Solid guns, but just hull-wise and armor-wise, just weaker and slower than the Jap cruisers, and no torps either. So, but considering they're half the points, of course, you would have twice as many to hopefully make up for that. And then lots of ships in this class. So again, we have the Chicago, Northampton, but there's several more there, and with lots of different refits. So plenty of things to try out there. Fubukis, so we did get the cards, just not the destroyers themselves, so that's lovely. Light guns, basically 5-inch guns there, AA, and then 3 torp launchers, so pretty nasty, speed 7 still, but only 5 hull, but again, going to be hard to hit and damage and all that fun stuff. And several ships there, so basically 2 big groups of production, and you can see the refits there. We'll show those for just a little bit longer here. We're not going to go through all of them right now, but yeah, should definitely, it seems like more, adding AA for the most part, radar as well. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so good stuff there. Of course, it'd be nice to have the models, but something we'll just have to get a hold of Warlord for there. I'm wondering if other people have had their 2-player starter set mispacked, so drop it in the comments below. Let us know if you're also experiencing that. The Fletchers definitely bring that speed for the Americans so far. Comes with radar stock, depth charges, 5-inch guns as well, and then just 2 torp launchers there. And then, of course, a solid AA as well, and several more ships. Basically, yeah, this is like the most produced destroyer class ever, if I'm not mistaken. So lots of different names you could pick there if you want to do the research beyond what they list here. And again, lots of interesting refits there. So, and then that basically rounds everything out, because we would have 6 Fletchers, although we now actually have 9. So that's always interesting there. So that is basically the Victory at Sea 2-player starter. So again, hopefully yours was actually packed correctly so that you have some Japanese destroyers. That being said, the 2 Megamis, just in the demo games and practice games I've played so far, like if your dice are hot, you really will drop the Northampton classes like they're almost not even there. Same thing presumably with the Indianapolis, since it's a lighter ship. And then really just it's a matter of dealing with the destroyers and just keeping them away from you. So yeah, overall though, awesome game. Looking forward to getting all this stuff put together for you guys, assembled, and then rocking out some battle reports. So we're basically going to be collecting everything but British initially, but at some point we'll pick them up too. But we're also waiting for more things to come out, and hopefully the Italian fleet as well, the Regia Marina. But yeah, definitely a great way to get started with this. At some point, a full rulebook is supposedly coming too, because as we've discussed in our review on the rules manual, even though the back of the box actually pictures what looks like the full rulebook, you're still just getting this rulebook from this manual, which is the same as the demo set one. So certainly there's some things being left out there. For example, Germans don't have any national special rules right now, which kind of stinks, whereas Americans and Japs and Brits are loaded with them. So just curious as to why that was like that. But we'll see how things develop there. But definitely recommend this as a great way to jump into the game. Gives you a whole ton of ships, and certainly a good start for both factions. So ideally, if you got a friend to pick it up with, it's even cheaper, of course. And yeah, definitely recommend it. So really fun game that Warlord has made here. So hope you guys enjoyed our little look through it. And if you could, drop us a like and a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.